So, you want to introduce us?
I'm Charlie and this is my dad.
Uh-huh.
We are doing Charlie Tactics time right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be fun.
Tell me about these tactics that we're doing here.
I don't really know the specific kinds.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I will tell everyone about the type of tactics we're doing.
Please do, because I don't know.
These are Zwischenzugs. And what's a Zwischenzug?
Isn't that an in-between?
Yes, in fact, that's exactly what that means in German. Zwischenzug, an in-between move. And what's an in-between move?
Something you play before you play something else.
Yeah, basically right. All right, so this tactic we know is a Zwischenzug.
I mean, can't you just take the knight here?
Okay.
I don't see why not, honestly. Weird. I know it's supposed to be an in-between move. I want to take the knight.
Okay, you think you got it right?
I think. I'm not very sure, but let's try it.
Well, ask this question to yourself. If you take the knight, how is that a Zwischenzug? Because these are all Zwischenzug puzzles.
I know.
Okay.
If I take the knight, and maybe I could take the pawn on c6.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty useless.
Oh my goodness.
But why can't I take the knight?
Well, how would you answer that question? How would you answer that question? We can't do anything until we know what our opponent's next move is.
Well, it's kind of suspicious that he let us take his knight in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Should be suspicious.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Don't draw.
Aww.
Because you don't get to draw when you're trying to calculate in real life, so we don't practice that either, okay?
Sadly. Alright. So you want king to e7. But this doesn't make sense.
Let's do this. Let's be very deliberate about our checks, captures, and threats. So we're going to start perfect technique, okay? What's the material situation here?
Okay, so he is currently up 2 pawns.
Okay. And what are our checks, captures, and threats?
Checks, captures, and threats. Okay. While you were talking, I think I figured it out.
Okay. Well, let's still follow the proper procedure. Check, captures, and threats.
Okay, checks.
We're helping the audience at this point, okay?
Okay. So, checks, captures, threats. So my checks, I've got rook e1, bishop f6, that's it, I believe.
Okay.
And so
That was checks.
right. Captures, you have pawn takes knight, rook takes pawn, and bishop takes pawn.
Uh-huh. And threats?
Oh, and this bishop takes
Mm-hmm.
the c pawn.
And threats?
Threats. I mean, we could do rook d1, but that's not
That's not a threat even.
true.
Yeah, I don't actually see any threats outside of what you already listed.
Yeah. So I think what the answer is here is actually bishop takes g7. Or no, not that.
Well, why just take his knight?
Right.
Okay. You just won a knight, right? We don't have to calculate after that at all, do we?
actually, if you take the knight, he's going to play rook d2.
That's right.
And then that's a fork, and we wouldn't have gained anything.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to lose our pawn, I think. Later on at some point.
Okay. Now you found why this is a puzzle. And this is why it's a Zwischenzugs.
Right.
Because you can't take that knight right now.
So the in-between move is probably going to have to be a check here. I don't even know. I would say bishop f6, but that kind of defeats the whole purpose of taking the knight.
All right, give up?
No.
I think you kind of struggled on this one enough. We're past 8 minutes.
Already?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I mean, I think we spent a couple of minutes just letting the problem run before we got the stream started, but it's been a good amount of time. You want to go for it?
Okay, I'm just going to make a move, I think, right now.
Okay. Okay, not correct. Now, here was the thing. You're right that after we take the knight, we'll end up with this check, right? That forks the king and the bishop.
Oh, but if I go rook e1.
Rook e1 is step one. He'll have to move the king somewhere. We'll just give him a square just to say we gave him one. And then when we take and he plays this move, we have a new move.
We have rook e2.
Rook e2.
Oh, that makes sense.
Saving our bishop by an x-ray.
That makes sense now.
And that's his Zwischenzug. The rook.
Okay.
So when black was setting this up, he was forking the king and the rook, and he's like, oh, that's okay, because if he takes my knight. But the problem is that black did not calculate the Zwischenzug, because there's a check first, and it messes everything up.
And then he's down a knight and probably very sad.
Yeah. All right, next one.
All right, well, let's try that again. Okay. So first we're going to see why I can't currently take the rook. I take the rook. Queen takes rook. Then this queen can take the bishop on f with check. Let's say king a1. Then what?
Well,
rook, right?
let's do this. What's the current material situation?
Okay, current material situation. We are up a pawn.
Not a great pawn, but you are up a pawn. I'm really glad we're doing these because, Charlie, you're actually very good tactically, but for some reason these Zwischenzugs are stumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you found all the dynamics of the position. You're right. Yeah, if the queen takes the rook, he'll take your bishop with check.
But I mean, what does he even get out of that? I got a rook.
He gets a bishop.
He got a bishop, yeah.
Right. So good enough then, right? You're going to just do that?
I feel like there's a little bit more to it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so queen takes rook, queen takes bishop check, king a1.
Right. So you've got the line for queen takes rook. But let's do the steps, okay? What are your checks, captures, and threats?
All right. Checks, captures, threats. I've got checks. We've got bishop takes knight. I should just play that. Honestly.
What? What do you mean you should just play that?
If bishop takes knight, he's got to move his queen or take back. Then I can take his rook.
You mean to tell me there's only one check in the position, and as soon as you look at it, you immediately see the right answer? Because, yeah, why are we taking this rook and letting him have our bishop when we can first take his knight with check and then take a rook?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Zwischenzugs, right?
Yeah.
Black thought, well, I can move my rook to g2 because if white takes, I'll pick up the bishop with check and maybe I'll have some counterplay. But what black didn't see was
Done.
that you don't have to do that. So why don't you go ahead and play it, see if you got it right.
All right.
And that's what they miss, in between move. All right, let's go again.
Uh-oh. Well, I can't take the knight because then... Checks, captures, threats, and I already think I see it. So, checks. We've got queen takes h4, which is what I think is the right answer. Because once the queen is not under attack, so basically, queen h4, let's say bishop h6, then my f-pawn can take the knight.
Yep. So black thought, oh, the f-pawn is pinned. I can just play knight e4. But what did black miss? The Zwischenzugs. The Zwischenzugs. Queen takes h4 check, which then unpins the pawn. So sad. You gonna play it?
Uh-huh. Not worried about that. Two defenders.
All right, let's move on. Next one.
Ooh. Huh. So, you just took my queen. Just so everybody knows. Currently, I'm sort of up a bishop. Well, not currently. I was, because this was a trade. Oh, right now, what is the problem?
You just take his queen, right?
Right. What would be the problem here? Oh! Okay. Alright, so I could just go rook e8 and then take the queen.
Mm-hmm. And rook e8 would be a...
Why did I forget? It's a check.
Well, yes. What's the theme of the tactics?
I forgot the name. Like...
We'll just play it and you read the tag.
Okay. Oh, Zwischen.
Zwischen means between, and Zug means move.
Zwischenzugs.
Zwischen.
Zwischenzugs. That's hard to say.
You just say in between move, intermezzo.
I was gonna say intermezzo.
Yeah, intermezzo, yeah.
I want to sound fancy, but I also don't want to say that because I'm gonna mess up. Alright. He just took my pawn. Now why can't I just take with the knight? Okay. Let's see. Anyway. Checks, captures, threats. Close to me over here. Alright. So if I play knight takes bishop, then what could he do to me?
What are his checks, captures, and threats?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so checks. He's got knight d6, knight b6. Cool.
What do you think about those?
Not very good right now.
After knight takes bishop.
After knight takes bishop, then yeah.
Okay. What would white play?
Probably a problem. I'd have to move his king.
What would white play?
sorry, white. Sorry.
Yeah, knight takes bishop, then white would play what?
Knight takes bishop. Knight. We're gonna calculate b6.
Knight b6.
Yeah.
Let me speed you up. Knight d6.
Okay. Knight d6. Then I'd have to go. Let's say I go king d8.
Uh-huh.
Queen takes c. King e8.
King e8?
Yeah.
How are you going to play king e8?
What do you mean?
Where's white's knight?
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Uh-oh.
So that'd be mate. That's not very good. We don't want that. So, king b8. Queen takes king a8. Huh. Take. Why am I? Okay.
And then it's queen takes b7.
Queen takes b7. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
That's mate.
stupid. Yeah. So we don't want that. So basically, all we've got to do here is prevent knight.
What happens
d6.
if you so get for there, so
I know
everybody
how to do that. I know
so that
how to do
everybody
that.
understands so that everybody understands what happens if you take the bishop right away?
If you take the bishop right away, he's
What happens to
gonna
black?
go. Black's gonna get mated.
Yeah,
when,
so you can't do that.
When white goes knight d6,
Right.
and then it gets nasty.
Right, it's mate in 2.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Or
basically, what we're gonna try and do is protect this square
Okay.
with an intermezzo.
Okay.
And I see one right now.
Okay.
So we go queen h2,
Uh-huh.
king f1, and then I can finally take the bishop because the square on d6 is protected by my queen on h2.
Are you sure that he can't play knight b6?
Knight what?
b6?
b6?
Yeah. You didn't calculate that at all.
You said to skip it.
I said I'll speed you up by playing knight d6 here.
Okay, why?
Because it sped you up. But did you think about what happens if he plays knight b6? So queen h2, king f1, knight b6 check.
Knight b6,
Or-
king d8, queen c8, then I can go king e8, and it won't be mate.
What? What was the line? So queen h2, king f1, knight takes bishop, knight b6 check, king goes where?
d8,
d8, and then what was the next move?
and then queen c7,
Queen c7, check,
Yeah.
and then what would you play?
king e8.
Ooh, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because you're running away from a hanging piece. Where's your queen?
Oh, he can't take on c7 either.
Right. Why? So that everybody understands.
So when my queen is on h2,
Right.
the
A
c7.
long backwards diagonal movement of the queen covers the
Yeah.
c7 square, which is really important to see. All right, so we're not really even worried about knight b6.
Yeah,
We'll just move.
I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
Nope. Kerplunk.
Right.
All right.
How many people do you think would take the bishop and lose the game here?
Probably a few.
Yeah. If you're not keyed into, you definitely have to be looking at
If I
White's
wasn't locked in,
follow-up.
I'd probably do that.
You have to be looking at White's follow-up, right? Because like, oh, that bishop looks really juicy, and so you ought to be like, well,
Whenever somebody purposely or hangs a piece, always be kind of suspicious.
well, yeah. I mean, that's true. That would get you past this position in a real game. But the more critical thing is that in any position, where it seems like you figured out your idea, what you want to play, you need to go ahead and figure out what your opponent's going to do next.
Or what do you want?
Especially if he's got checks, captures, or threats, because you might find out that your move was dreadfully terrible because of some counterplay, some move that your opponent has in response. So it's fine to say, okay, I want to take the bishop, but you can't just stop there. If you just look at this position as a one-move problem where you see a hanging bishop, you get mated. Chess is not like that. You can't stop calculating on your move. You have to.
You got to calculate your opponent's.
You
move.
have to end on your opponent's move.
Because if I hadn't calculated my opponent's moves, I probably wouldn't have seen the knight to d6.
Right. But you are right to mention that, if somebody's hanging something, that's a critical moment in the game because you're about to win.
A piece.
Right. Which should be enough to win, right? So this is a critical moment in the game because either we have messed up or our opponent has messed up. Right? Here, our opponent did mess up, but not for the reason we thought when we started. Right? All right, let's move to the next. Let's do another one.
So, all right, let's do it. Let's see, what do you take? Okay, took a pawn. Okay, so now what would happen if I were to take with the pawn? So, pawn takes knight. What are his moves? And of course he could take with the... he can take with the bishop. With the king... No, that wouldn't work. So
pawn takes knight, bishop takes pawn doesn't work.
Bishop takes pawn does not work.
For black.
Yeah.
You hope he does that, right?
Fingers crossed, yeah. Okay. Checks, captures, threats.
Mm-hmm.
After I take his knight... after I take his knight here, I'm hanging my knight on f3.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
So, does that mean you can't take the knight? Or is there a... Zwischenzugs, yes.
Alrighty, let's see. Once again, I think it's going to be... need to be a very forcing move here.
They always are. Tactics are usually about piecing together your checks, captures, and threats in the right order, right? So why don't we give a quick list of what our candidate moves are?
Alright, checks, captures, threats. Checks. I do not see any. Captures. We've got G takes knight. We already know that.
Uh-huh.
And D takes E.
Uh-huh.
Knight takes E.
Right.
And bishop takes h6.
Right.
I think that's all the captures.
Uh-huh.
Threats. It's probably going to have to be a threat.
Okay.
Threat move that defends the knight at the same time.
No, you're not looking for any particular type of threat. We're just making a list of threats.
I know.
All right.
Just run the shower out, it's fine. Sorry if the bubble's off yet.
What is a threat, first of all?
Huh?
What is a threat?
Basically, you are about to do something that black would not like.
Fair enough. Okay. So you're like attacking something, like
basically, it's attacking something.
A powerful piece with a weak piece, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, for example,
D takes E would be a threat.
But no, that's a capture. We've already covered that. But if we played D5, that would be a threat, right? We're threatening bishop.
Yeah, if we played knight H5,
knight H5 would be a threat. Yeah.
Bishop G5, but I'm not going to do
that. Bishop G5 would be a threat.
Not
questionable to put the bishop on a square or hangs three ways, but
I'm not going to do that.
Right. I think that's good for threats. Did you see any of those that you'd like to calculate?
I think knight H5 is looking interesting here.
Okay.
So knight H5. It's going to need to move his queen, of course. Let's say he's going to need to queen e7.
Okay.
Okay, so H. Oh, once the queen's moved, you can't even take my knight anymore.
Yep.
Okay. Pretty simple. So
what is knight h5?
okay, so knight h5 is a threat, and it's an intermezzo.
Yeah, Zwischenzugs.
Because whatever.
Well, you're saying the Italian word intermezzo. You're not going to say the German word Zwischenzugs?
Yeah, I'm not.
I took German. You gotta placate me here a little bit. Knight h5.
You can say it.
Zwischenzugs.
I'm not saying
It's,
it.
think about it like Svischchen. Zwischen.
Zwischen.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
Alright. But yeah. Knight h5. Queen's got to go to e7, and then I can take the knight.
Yep. How many kids do you think would just take the knight on h3 with the pawn right away?
Once again, quite a few.
Yeah. And how do you avoid making those types of mistakes?
Once again, whenever there's a capture made in the position, usually calculate it, because...
Doesn't matter what move you're making.
Yeah, calculate it.
Yeah.
But if there is
You don't know if
a capture like that, unless they're missing something or crazy, then you should calculate, because that's a bit suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's suspicious. But yeah, once again, knight h5. Let's do it.
Oh, I did play queen e7. How about that? Yoink.
Yeah.
All right.
We've got a knight.
Let's do one more.
All right, one more.
Yep.
That would be 7. Okay, what did you just take? You just took my pawn. Once again, another suspicious move. Now here, if I were to take the bishop, then the queen would take my knight.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't let that happen, can I?
I mean, you can do what you want.
Yeah, but I don't want it to happen.
Okay.
Duel. So, checks. We've got knight e2,
Mm-hmm.
meh. Knight h3, also meh.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Captures, queen takes knight. I'm not doing that. Rook takes bishop, and knight takes e5.
Yep.
And that's what I see.
And knight takes g2.
Yeah, but
Which, if you wanted to take that bishop and you knew he was going to take your knight back, knight takes g2.
not that bad, but I think I see something
too
better.
terrible. Okay, what do you see?
So, in threats, we have knight h5, which I think is correct here.
Okay.
Because it brings the knight back into safety on h5, and it's not under attack. And it also threatens the queen at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to move the queen somewhere, which none of the places he goes to can defend this bishop.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna, let's say, knight h5. We go rook h3.
Queen h3, yeah.
Yeah, queen h3. And then I just take the bishop.
Okay.
That's what I think
Mm-hmm.
is the correct answer. So let's try it. Okay. Just as I thought.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
All right, you want to sign us off?
All right, well, that's all we're doing today. Bye.